Hello everybody and welcome back for possibly the last time from the Pixelmon Let's Go server. My name is Dave and I'll be host for this episode, as always. It seems to me this is it, the final episode of Let's Play Pixelmon. Season 1 is over. There will be a end of the world party, like in real time, me time, that'll be tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll record it though. I might stream it and the VOD would end up on YouTube anyway, but yeah, this is the last official episode. 155. Could you believe it? 155. So today we'll do a bit of a recap. We walk a little bit through things. We'll do a bit of a base tour. Just talking about stuff. I'll talk about the reset and all. But I want to start over here. This up there is our original home. You remember? We built all of this back in the day when I still had shaders on. I should get shaders back on. But yeah, this is our home. This is our tower. We settled right up here on a little hill. I had my chests and crafting table floating up in here for the longest time. Nothing had changed. Until we actually got our stuff organized by Sten. We still got some random stuff in here. Mega stones, some TMs and memories. Yeah, so that's Fnassau. You've probably seen all about that in this season. It wasn't really supposed to be like the main city, just people started building there and then Flu started making houses for people. So more people wanted to have houses made by Flu, so this sort of developed as the center of the server. I don't think that was planned too much out in the beginning, but I didn't join all the way in the beginning. So I'm not quite sure. But it's kind of everything developed over there, and I decided to settle out a little bit. We have all the cool things in our place. We have our just basic necessities down there, our Pokeball smelting things, and then we never did anything with the rest. I had good plans with this place, but I soon realized spawn is way too laggy, and there is not much action going on here anymore. I don't need any of the pokes that spawn here anymore, so let's move out. Well, that's what we did. I think we had 3 different locations that we could decide on. And we chose the savannah. The other one was a really cool mountain biome. The other one was like lead coordinates, I think is why I wanted to have that. Not quite sure. We have some fun neighbors. I remember we run back up to over here. Obviously that obnoxious thing over there is the F tower. That obnoxious thing is the unfinished pub by the F team, I think. We'll see what happens with that next season. Over there, where not much has been done, is where Stress Monster set up. E-Skull set up over there. I forgot who's down there. Lots and lots of people. Obviously, there's Ethos Place over here. That building over there is Lily's police station. Back over there is a place at Nebris. We have all the people up there. That's Flu's house. That's Beef's. Everybody really had a place around here. But the frames in this place are not the best. The frame rate is pretty bad, so people started using this place less and less. We still use it for shops. I have 2 shops over here. The Forever Stone shop with our shopkeep. All the way back here. He always hangs out behind the shop, never actually in the shop. Lazy bum. We have made some sales with this shop to both Waltz Knight and Etho. So, people said I wouldn't sell anything. I sure did. So, joke's on you. And we built a second shop. Dave's Oddball Shop. There's currently Netherward over here. I'm not quite sure why. But yeah, that thing over there. That's our second shop. Aha, where we sell a bunch of Pokemon. Most of the Alolas, well, some of the Alolas. And some baby Pokemon like Canarocks. For some reason, people have issues getting these. Some of the glitched out Frilliges and Jellicent that I still had. Made a few sales with this. Definitely sold pokes to Tilted and Kaysen, I think. Also bought the orange Lycanroc. So, made a few sales with this one. We'll see if we sell anything in the next season. Not quite sure If I have a shop there. Or what kind of shop? I'll probably want to have a shop. Just not sure what yet. But with the frame rates as bad as they are, we set out into a new direction. We head off east, not knowing that apparently everybody set off to the east direction at some point. But yeah, we head off east to the savanna biome that I was talking before. I'm sure you've seen all about it if you know the series. That's where we have spent most of our times building and fighting and rambling and making bad jokes, making weird decisions. This is the Nether Tunnel. Not quite finished because we still need banners, but a pretty cool tunnel. Like it a lot. Still pretty proud of this tunnel. It's almost sad it's only this short. Although getting the resources was a pain. We stepped through the portal. Finally made it to the place of Puffle. When we first sat here, this was supposed to be the headquarters of Puffle. As we eat our pork. Puffle is the Pokemon Underground Fighting League. The idea was that we get content creators to fight over their Pokemon. That never happened. We'll see if we can make it work in the next season, but I kind of doubt it. I thought it would be a fun idea, saying people, okay, here, I'll have the rock, right? And another guy has like, I don't know, lamp. And we're like, okay, I want your Pokemon, you want mine, let's just battle it out and the winner gets the Pokemon. Apparently people didn't want to participate in that. Too bad. But because this was supposed to be our headquarters for fighting leagues, we ended up building a few arenas. 3 to be exact. But before we did any of that, we actually settled right over here. This little shack is where we spend a lot of time right in the beginning. I had some setup over here, there was a cave over here, and I started moving into here. We used this quite a lot, but then just started appearing everywhere. We filled them up. There was shulkers everywhere, and we really needed some help sorting through all of our stuff, which standard for us. We have our Camerups over here, being employees, helping us with smelting all of our things over here in our auto smelter. This has been so useful. I always have these, and I'm definitely having more of these next season. That's for sure. I still spend a lot of time like just crafting Pokeballs and stuff like that over here. Super useful. Yeah, still spend a lot of time over here. We had some breeders around. We had our Sudowoodo over here. We started breeding our synchronized pokes over here. Oh, something I'm not quite sure. I think I shortly mentioned it, but this place over here is not just like to look good. It's also a trash bin. So we say, hey, I have all this 15 polished andesite that I don't need. We can put them into here. And they get shot into that lava. And they disappear. So that's fun. I installed that at some point. Very useful. I kind of stopped using it, to be honest, but still. Obviously, our evil layer would not be complete without a armor collection. We have all the evolutionary armors over here. Complete with the effects that they have. The Thunderstorm boots are missing because we're wearing those. Very nice to have all of these, though. Having a full set of these right in the beginning of the server, man, that would be awesome. Haste 2, immediately. You can get set up. Obviously, we have our evolutions. Fun fact, the episode where we get all the evolutions is the second most popular episode that I made from the server, I'm pretty sure. It's watched a lot. Like, there are, I think, 3 episodes that still get a lot of views. It's the first one, obviously, which is about to be the most watched video on my whole channel. Out of all 1,000, almost 300 videos, that one will be it, apparently. There is the one where Babs caught the Giratina and getting all evolutions. These 3 videos are very popular still. They're still ranking in views. Would have thought. Obviously, I really like all the evolutions. I mean, most of them. Those 2, not so much. The rest is cool, though. Continuing on, Dave needed a place to stay, or rather, all my things needed a place to stay. So, the House of Ninetales appeared. The House of Ninetales is not just a good-looking resort for one of the coolest Pokemon ever, called Ninetales. Few of them, actually. As we learned, they're German. 9. But yeah, this is also our storage. Now, I'm super lazy with sorting things, as you might know, as you can see. But Danny Boy has offered to sort through things in exchange for payment. So, I plopped down a bunch of chests, and I made a really weird, wonky room with chests and a weird orientation, kind of jumbled together. And I had him sort all my stuff, and he did a decent job of it. I would group items differently, but I was too lazy to sort all of this, so this definitely came in handy. And the way I know myself, things will get messy next season again, so we might need to have his services again. Now, let's sit down to our first arena. This is the first ring, the first fighting ring that we built. Learn a little bit since then. I thought it would be really cool if we have like a viewing platform over here, and then to actually get to the pods, you have to go down through here. Apparently, people don't really understand that. They never found those and always fly up to here. You do take some damage when you try to get up here, which is unfortunate. So there are a few things that we could make better with this. Like having healers and a PC up here would be very, very useful. But yeah, I didn't know that at the time. I learned that throughout the season to make better fighting rings though. And we'll see 2 more. Yeah, this was the first one. And this was actually in the beginning used by Kason and Etho back when people fought pretty much every day, just in the morning for fun, really. This was used a few times, I've heard. I wasn't really part of that crew in the beginning. But yeah, they used this fighting ring more than me, at least in the beginning, that's for sure. We had our fair share of battles here as well, though, for the Draft League, Season 1 and Season 2. So that was fun. Back up through the mountain, we emerge over here again in between this wheat field. This wheat field used to be the breeding project for the first Pokemon I tried to have with perfect IVs. I think at least it was. It was our Shroomish, Prelume even, as a Pokemon with False Swipe and Spore. I really wanted one, but then I got too lazy to actually breed it. That was before I got into the whole breeding thing. I'm gonna take breeding next season, and I'm gonna keep it at minimum. I'll probably keep it completely out of the episodes because it's not good. Getting to over here, we have our second arena, which I really like, but people are like, nah, let's not fight here. People never choose this one to fight, although I really like it. You have a nice view, it's kind of on an angle, it's very scenic, it's like all in nature-y. You have trees left and right, which kind of give you, I don't know, it just looks cool. We have the PCs and healers right next to over here. Everything is awesome, but apparently people don't really like this one. Well, not as much as the other one. Maybe the other ones are just that cool, but yeah, this one barely got used, sadly. We used it before. I think we did 1 or 2 fights here. But that's about it. I don't think anybody else ever used it. Turning right, this is where we moved our miscellaneous breeding projects over here. The last thing we did here was our Fortress, I think. But we had a lot of Pokemon just breeding over here. We decided, however, to have our third and biggest fighting ring all the way up here. And this one's really cool. We fought in here a few times. It isn't fully complete, I guess, with building, but it's functional. We used it before. It's a little annoying with Pokemon falling down, but if you have a Guzzlord, an enormous Guzzlord like Etho, then it will sit on both platforms at the same time and never fall. That was quite the sight. But yeah, with the upper viewing ring over here and then the actual fighting places down here, I think this place is so cool. Such a nice concept for a fighting ring. I think it would have been nice to have a few more fights in here, but oh well. Better luck next time, I guess. Every now and then you've already seen another place of significance. It's all the way up there where we get all of our power for this place. Actually, wait, that's the wrong Pokemon. That up there is the place where we finally got our Mewtwo at some point. We placed down this thing, the cloning machine, up here, thinking this would be the right place to get it, and then we tried cloning our Mew, and it failed. So we added an antenna, and tried cloning Mew, and it failed, so we increased the power, and so on, until it finally worked, and then we got our Mewtwo. This place, I like how it looks. Kinda neat. I like how offset everything is, and it looks cool from further down, having this on top of the mountain. Really more decorative than useful, but I like it nonetheless. Now let's go from the highest point that we've done anything in, to the lowest. Set down to the gardens. We were to approach our place from Ethos side, right over there. You get a great view. There it is. Now it's gone. There it is again. Spent some time terraforming this place, having our gardens all the way down here. At some point during the season, I got the idea of breeding our Pokemon in designated areas. So we have these water breeding ponds for breeding water Pokemon. We still have our Pokemon in here to get the perfect Squirtles for our Blastoise, which was in our first season draft league team, which we never got a perfect one because I kind of stopped. But yeah, we have these breeding ponds, and that's probably a concept. If I do more breeding next season, that will be sort of how I'll do it. We'll have areas like this. But down here are the gardens. We have all the apricorns that we need. I use this place quite a bit every now and then, actually. I thought this is one of the things that I'll just build and then never use, but you actually end up needing apricorns quite a lot for crafting Pokeballs and all the good stuff. So this will definitely come back next season. But I also really like how this place looks, to be honest, with the weird wonky walkway through here. We have all of our Eevee berries. Again, these are very, very useful. I wrote down what the berry is and what it what it affects. We figured out that 2 tall berries cannot have a block on top, but 1 tall berries don't mind at all. That was a mystery, with having some berries grow and some not. That was quite the ordeal. Yeah, I like this little place. It's neat. Obviously, we also have our roller coaster down there that we used for hatching eggs, but you know, I had a lot of plans for this place that never came true because of time. You know, in the beginning of the series, I didn't know much about the mod. I knew there were Pokemon, and that's about it. So I didn't really know where to go, what to do, what to explore, and how to pace myself. So I feel like I could have done a way better job this season with that, with the breeding and the building and all that sort of stuff. So I'm quite happy to tackle this again in the next season, trying to make it better, building an awesome base, having Pokemon over there. There are a few things that we are adding that will make that just quite a bit more cool. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty excited for the additions. Gotta say, there's some fun stuff in there, I hope. I mean, I haven't tried it, haven't tested it, but should be cool. Kinda hyped for it, so you get hyped as well. But not too much, so it's not like you don't get disappointed. But yeah, get hyped. But because I didn't really know how this mod will progress and how the endgame grind is, I didn't really give myself enough time to build things, so the base is not as impressive as it could have been after 155 episodes. Wow. Quite some time. I think we are at like 84 hours in the season, in the series. Not including the live streams, but yeah, if you were to just watch the whole series on YouTube, episode 1 through this, over 80 hours. We sure made some friends along the way, and I'm sure next season we will continue to make more friends. Now, about that. We have decided for next season what we can do to make the reset a little bit smoother is bring a few things over. So, we get and let's hope I remember this right, we can bring up to 6 Pokemon. That we won't get them right in the beginning, but we can bring over 6 Pokemon. And I think 9 slots of items. So when we look out, the items that we have in our hotbar and the Pokemons that we have are pretty much the pokes that we can, the pokes and the items that we can bring to the next season. Higher thought, long and hard. I have a few things that I wish I would have in the beginning of the season. For example, Thunderstone armor, a full set, together with a good pick. That would be awesome. We'd be set. Man, that would pretty much beat like all of Minecraft, progression. I've been watching too many videos. Yeah, that would pretty much just set us up for diamond everything, which would be quite a jump start. That would be nice. We could also bring our draft league team that we have at the moment. Obviously, those are perfectly bred Pokemon. We could bring just Pokemon that we like our Venusaur. But you are the original starter, Venusaur. We've been friends for all this time. You've been by my side through all the tragedies, through all the good stuff. You've probably burned up with me in lava quite a few times. But you're the original starter of this world, and I think this is where you belong. I shouldn't bring you to a new world, I don't think. And if I'm not bringing you, I don't think I'll be bringing any Pokemon. So that is what I have decided. I won't bring anything. For me, it will be a completely fresh start. Obviously, it would help with some of the more grindy stuff later on. But, yeah, no. I think I want to have the new season be a completely new season. New goals, new Pokemon, new adventures. However, Venusaur, I entrust you with taking care of this place. This magnificent Puffle headquarters. I allow you to proceed as you like. You can have people fight over their Pokemon, if there are any people, once we're gone. But yeah, it's all yours, buddy. We've gone through a lot, and I know I can trust you. And with that, everybody, it's the end of this series, pretty much. Thanks a lot for tagging along. I really appreciate all the support that I've gotten through this, and it's time for a new adventure. This is the last episode from this world. Except maybe if there's a live stream, end of the world party. But yeah, we'll see. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you check back with me next time, ready to see what the new world awaits. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this series. And I hope you check back with me next time. Next episode, video stream. Whatever it will be. And until then, see ya. And thanks for watching.